Chapter 1. Tuesday, August 4th, 2009, 12:15 p.m. How far back should I go? I asked Adam. We kept a good distance between us and the long line of kids gathering around the polar bears. 30 minutes? Adam suggested. Hey, let that go! Holly snatched the bag of candy one of the campers had swiped from a toddler's stroller and threw an exasperated look in my direction. It'd be nice if you would actually watch your group of kids. Sorry, Hall. I scooped Hunter up before his kleptomaniac habits got any worse. Hold up your hands, I told him. He grinned a toothless smile and opened his chubby hands in front of my face. See? Nothing. Let's keep it that way, all right? You don't need to take other people's stuff. I set the kid back down and gave him a shove toward the others, who were heading for the large stretch of grass reserved for campers having lunch at the zoo. Holly Flynn, I said, grabbing her hand and twining her fingers in mine. She spun around to face me. You have a soft spot for the klepto kid, don't you? I smiled at her and shrugged. Maybe. Her face relaxed and she tugged on the front of my shirt, pulling me closer before kissing my cheek. So, what are you doing tonight? I've got plans with this really pretty blonde chick. Except, I couldn't remember what we had planned. It's a surprise? You're so full of it, she laughed and shook her head. I can't believe you forgot your promise to spend an entire evening with me reciting Shakespeare, in French, backwards. Then we were supposed to watch Titanic and Notting Hill. I must have been drunk when I said that. I glanced over Holly's shoulder before kissing her quickly on the mouth. But I'll agree to Notting Hill. She rolled her eyes. We're supposed to go see that band, remember? A little girl from Holly's group tugged on her arm and pointed toward the bathroom. I darted around her before we could discuss my inability to make plans 2 weeks in advance and actually remember them 2 weeks later. Yo, Jackson, over here, Adam said, nodding toward a tree. Time for precise and exact time travel planning. Are you coming with us to see that band tonight? I asked. What I really wanted to know is if he remembered it. Let's see. Spend an evening with your high school friends who I've heard are like a real-life version of Gossip Girl? Not to mention blowing an entire paycheck on an appetizer and a couple of drinks? He shook his head and smiled. What do you think? I see your point. How about we hang out in your and Holly's neighborhood tomorrow? Sounds good. All right, on with it. I can't eat while smelling camel ass, so we might as well experiment now. Adam tossed my journal onto my lap and threw a pen on top. Write down your goal, because time travel without a goal is just reckless, I finished for him, trying not to groan. The gift shop is right behind us. I've been watching for the last hour and the same girl's at the register. You've been checking her out, haven't you? Adam rolled his eyes and pushed his dark hair from his forehead. Okay, so you set your stopwatch and then jump back 30 minutes. You go into the gift shop and do whatever it is you do so a girl remembers your name. It's called flirting, I said quietly so no one else would hear. Then I focused on writing my notes before Holly got back from the bathroom. Goal: test theory on someone who has no knowledge of the experiment. Theory: events and occurrences, including human interaction, while traveling into the past, will not affect the present. Non-geek speak translation: I jump back 30 minutes in time, flirt with the girl in the shop, jump back to present time, walk back into the store, and see if she knows me. She won't. But Adam Silverman, winner of the 2009 National Science Fair and a soon-to-be MIT freshman, won't confirm this conclusion until we've tried it from every single angle. Honestly, I don't really mind. Sometimes it's fun, and until a few months ago, nobody except me knew what I could do. Now that the number has doubled, I feel a little bit less like a freak. And a little less lonely. But I've never been friends with a science geek before, although Adam's more of the...